Imagine for a second that you are in a relationship, and within this relationship, you two have an agreement that you can stay together for as long as you want, and for as long as you are together, you will be close and you will be happy. But the moment you leave, you will be tied up in your closet, and he or she will set fire to your house and watch as it burns around you. Would you consider this a loving relationship? And whether or not you stay in it, would you want to be with this person? Or better yet, imagine that there is a king, and this king decides all of the laws and rules which you must abide by, and those include bowing down and worshiping this king, and providing any and all physical labor that he demands. Now, you can choose not to do any of his rules, but if you do, then he will take you along with every other prisoner, and he will toss you into one of the several active volcanoes that are in his kingdom. Now, keeping in mind that this king has been known to order the genocide of several nations because of some feud their ancestors apparently had, would you want to serve this ruler? Would you think that this is a just ruler? Do you think that this ruler is merciful in giving you the choice as to whether or not you do what he asks? Is this the kind of ruler that you want ruling over you? Now, imagine that there is a God, and all that this God wants from you is a deep personal relationship with him. I mean, after that, he will control virtually every aspect of your life, but that's all he really wants. Now, he gives you the choice as to whether or not you want to do that. But if you choose not to, then he will toss you into a lake of fire where you will burn alive eternally, never able to die. Would you think that this is a just God? Do you think that it makes sense that he has to save you from the torment that he himself decides to inflict? Is this a loving God? Is this a loving relationship? Is this the kind of God that you want ruling over you? Because this is the Christian God. But I've heard Christians say that this is just because we deserve it. Why do we deserve it? Because we're sinners. Well, who decides what's sin and what is not? Is it God, the one who can punish us for it? So he decides what's wrong and he decides that he punishes people for it? I've also heard it said that it's because we are in a fallen world, that it is because of Adam and Eve. But it was God who cursed us after Adam and Eve. And it was God who didn't give Adam and Eve the knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong, and then decided to punish them for doing something wrong. No matter how you look at it, this is just about God being in control. Now that, to me, makes him a dictator, a tyrant, if you will. And it's funny because I often hear apologists say that atheists really do believe in God, but they just reject his authority, so they want to ignore him. Now, of course, I reject the idea of God on a rational basis. I don't see any indication that there is one. But if there was such a God, then no, I wouldn't worship him. I would reject his authority, because it makes sense to me if you reject the authority of a tyrant. But what I don't get is how this threat of hell doesn't faze anyone. How they can rationalize the fact that our finite crimes, which we have no choice but to commit thanks to our ancestors, are worth an infinite punishment from a loving God. But they do, and they insist that this God needs to be put on the pedestal that he demands. I'm not convinced.